Welcome to the Andy and Bruno show, where we talk about all things ball cards. He's Andy.
I'm Andy.
I'm Bruno, Conrad Brunner, owner of Bruno's Shoebox, where we are coming from you today on the square in beautiful downtown Noblesville. I've only been open for about, 5 months now, so I'm very new to this. Andy's a veteran. He's been around forever. But again, we're on the square in Noblesville, open Tuesday through Sunday, 10 a.m., 6 p.m. I started out doing vintage, only vintage. But that didn't work, so now I'm carrying new stuff too because Andy told me that was the smart play.
He's the rookie, even though he doesn't look like the rookie.
Grizzled rookie.
I'm the veteran, even though I hopefully don't look like the veteran yet. I'm Andy Albert.
You're getting there.
The owner of Indy Card Exchange down in Nora at 86th and Westfield Boulevard. I have owned the shop now for a little over 6 years. I bought an existing shop that was around for 24 years or so. And absolutely love this hobby. I've been a collector myself since I was 10 years old. Now that I'm 21, I'm sorry, I'm just kidding.
They know. You don't have to explain.
Yeah, I've been collecting for a long time myself. But yeah, I love the hobby, and I've been friends with this guy since he got himself back into the hobby 4 years ago.
Which brings us to our opening point. The hobby is alive and well. And I kind of found out one day, because I had been in the 80s. Oh, God, do we even want to mention the 80s?
Wah, wah.
In the 80s and 90s, I'd done shows when I lived in Atlanta. I did the show circuit there and moved up here in 88, did the show circuit here for a couple of years while I was doing, having some time for my otherwise occupied day job, which was usually a night and weekend job, but I digress. And so I got away from it like everybody else. It's just, it kind of faded away. The card shops disappeared. They were on every corner. It was like they're like Starbucks. There was a card shop everywhere. And then they just kind of disappeared and the hobby disappeared. And then one day I said, I wonder if there are any card shops left in Indianapolis. And I got into the Yellow Pages. Yes, Yellow Pages. I didn't use my phone. I got into the Yellow Pages and I looked you up and I called and I said, where are you located? Walked into his shop, saw this smiling, friendly face, the great array of product that was out there, which frankly surprised me. I had no idea all this new stuff was out there. Had no idea the hobby was going the way it was. And this guy pretty much just fueled my passion and got me going. And so here I am sitting on top of a mountain of debt and working 30 hours a week trying to erase it. Thanks, Andy.
Yeah, my pleasure. Well, passion's what I have. And I guess I try to get more people into it to create that passion. But I was probably the unicorn when it comes to making it through that downtime in the hobby, the 80s and the 90s. Wah, wah.
You were in it?
I was in it
you
still.
You were in it.
So
wow.
88 was my first start.
You need like some kind of a veteran's badge
like
or something.
they do on the back of NBA jerseys.
Yes.
So I've got like 25 with a big gold patch on the back of
Do I have
shirt.
a rookie stripe?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. You are a rookie. You got to carry my bags for the next 3 months, everywhere we go.
I've been carrying your bags.
Oh, come on.
But one of the reasons the hobby came back is that the new product, which we have sitting in front of us, we have here Classics 2018 football.
And Essentials 2017-18 basketball.
The quality of the new product is off the charts, if we have to be brutally honest, and I think we do. In the 80s and 90s, the quality of the product went, I'm going to use the word south to avoid potential FCC intervention.
For television, yeah.
Yeah.
Smart.
Because it just, everybody got greedy. Companies got greedy. Investors, speculators, I won't even say investors, speculators got greedy. And face it, shops got greedy. Yeah. There was just too much product. It was bad product. And the other thing was a lot of bad stuff was going on in baseball in the 80s and 90s. And baseball kind of drove the hobby at that time.
Well, for reference purposes, a box like this retails for $120. Woof. Back in the 80s, we started out with 89 Upper Deck that a retail box was $79.99. And today you can get a retail box for $39.99.
The Ken Griffey Jr. rookie card, which was at the time the absolute holy grail of the sports collecting hobby, is now $25 maybe.
In mint condition.
Yeah. So that's how basically the market collapsed. The whole thing went away, and it has slowly built back up. Some companies went away. In fact, a lot of the companies you may remember either don't exist or exist now under different ownership. So essentially now the way it is Andy explains who has what licenses.
So there are four big companies in the hobby: Panini, Topps, Upper Deck, and Leaf. Three of those four, Panini, Topps, and Upper Deck, have exclusive licenses with each major sport. So Panini, they are kind of the big fish when it comes to football, NFL, and basketball, NBA. And these both are Panini products, so we have an NFL and an NBA product. Topps, thankfully,
Make
still
sure you bring some
exists.
Topps stuff next time.
Next
so
week
your
we'll be
Topps guy
talking
doesn't get mad
Topps
at
for
you.
sure,
Okay,
definitely.
good. Okay.
You know, we don't want Topps to get upset with us. So they own the MLB market, and they are very, very, very strong in the MLB market. We'll be opening a box from Topps next week. But Upper Deck has taken the NHL market by storm as well. They used to have all these other sports. Money got involved, greed got involved, like Bruno was talking about, and Upper Deck was able to at least nab one of the markets, and that's the NHL, which they have the northern part of the North America cornered, eh?
I
They
guess,
do very well
I
in
guess.
Canada, very, very well in Canada, and northern U.S.
And once
So-
every 2 or 3 weeks, somebody pops their head in and says, "You do hockey?" I said, "I got a binder of superstars." But that's it.
Right.
Sorry.
Same here. I mean, Indiana, we are a basketball state. We all know it. It's the same time of the year that hockey's going on. We kind of forget that there's another sport. So we just don't sell a lot of hockey around here, even though it is a very popular product.
Let's show the folks
Sure,
just
let's do
how
it.
good this new product is
like
by
it.
busting a
busting.
live box break here on the Andy and
So we
Bruno
have to use
show.
all these terms very gently and explain to people. Busting.
Oh, if they're watching, they know. If they're
true.
curious
They're
about
card
sports
people.
cards, they're wanting to know when are they going to break the boxes.
True.
Let's see the Deshaun
Should we show
Watson
them this
number to
first,
10
though?
autograph.
Let's
No,
show
we'll
them this
get to,
first.
we'll get to that.
Okay,
We'll
fine.
get to that.
All right.
Well, that's like the big tease.
The big tease. All right. I thought big teases were opening
Open the box. Open the box.
All right, let's
Rip,
open basketball
ripping,
first.
Get ripping.
This is a 10-pack product.
He's
so
opening that first because he knows
we've got
I
10
really
packs.
like this.
You can see I rip it. I've been used to ripping
So
boxes
just
my
throw the
entire
trash
life.
on the floor. It's my shop. I got to clean it up. Go ahead. Yeah, let's see how you work. Be
Essentially-
careful now.
Ooh,
Oh,
watch
no,
out.
he's dropping packs on the floor. There's money wasted. The corners are now dinged.
Yeah, this became
Sale
a-
on Essentials basketball singles at Ball Card Exchange
Free
in Nora.
pack. It'll be at the Bruno shoebox.
That's what I get, huh? Okay, I get the factory
You
seconds.
open the damaged
Oh, I
one.
get
Let's
to
see.
open the damaged
Yeah,
one.
let's see how we do.
Okay, you know what? No, show
So-
the correct method for opening a pack so as not to ding your corners because it's very easy
Okay,
to
all right.
incorrectly open a pack.
Everybody, are we zooming in right now? Okay, so see, this has a little flap on the back of it, everyone. When you go to your local Target and Walmart, which I hope you don't go, I hope you come to Bruno's Shoebox
Please.
or Indie Card
Please.
Exchange because we have much better product. No offense to those big giant
Well,
retailers.
let me insert here.
Hobby versus retail.
Hobby versus retail. Hobby product, which is only available to hobby shops, invariably has the highest level of inserts that you're not going to get from the retail. Not to say retail is bad. Retail is much better than it used to be.
Retail
but it
drives
still
the hobby.
isn't to the level of hobby product.
And what he means by that is this box supposedly guarantees 2 autograph cards in the box. Retail.
Wait. Supposedly guarantees?
Well,
I didn't
if you
know
look
there
at
were
the
such
box,
things as a
down
supposed.
here where I threw it.
What do you mean supposed guarantee?
Down here where I
Andy?
threw it, look at this.
Is a guarantee not a guarantee?
This says find 2 autographs per box
On
average.
average.
So I've had the beauty of opening 1 or 2 of these boxes just to test the market. I like to call it market research. I'm sure we've all done that.
I do
Whether
a
we
lot
own-
of market research when I'm bored.
Whether we own the business or whether we're a collector, we like to call it market research. On average does not guarantee you 2 autographs, but most of the time we will get 2 autographs. And let's hope, since we are on television, that we get 2 autographs.
Here, grab that box of Bowman baseball. I'll show you, and I'll illustrate one of the main differences between hobby and retail. Okay,
do it.
hobby, Bowman baseball, hot product, been out for a while.
Extremely
Okay, the hobby box, which looks a little differently than this, has one of those statements on it: two autographs per box on average. On the retail box, nowhere.
Nada.
Crickets. No guarantees, no promises. But the funny thing about it is I've averaged two autographs or an autograph and a case hit. The big
those
league
boxes?
breakthrough cards.
That's great.
So they're in here.
Yeah.
But because it's retail, for whatever reason, they're just not, quote unquote, sort of guaranteeing it.
And retail gives you different types of hits too.
Why
So
don't you put air quotes around different?
well, they're autographs, but they're
Right.
green versus blue versus
Yeah,
gold. I mean,
right. Yeah, that makes
so-
all the difference in the world because
Yeah.
I like green better than blue.
Value.
Green's my favorite color.
Okay, so back to opening these packs.
Now, you're the proper method. Don't be sloppy here.
I'm not
Don't
gonna be
ding a
sloppy.
corner
Let's
like you
hope
did
that
by throwing
Panini-
it on the floor.
It's gonna this is episode 1. Might be the only episode.
No, I think we got one more in us after we fix all the damage we've done today.
All right, are we watching this? So you can peel it. See, we got a nice clean peel. Cards.
Oh, shiny.
Inside. Okay, yeah, these are shiny. These are going to
shiny.
glare. YouTube is going to have to wear
those are
sunglasses when they're
thick,
watching
too.
this. Otto Porter Jr.,
Ooh, well, 0 for 1.
Georgetown. John Collins rookie right here. This kid from Vanderbilt could be good. We're going to be able to talk about prospecting versus guarantees, too. Here's a guy that probably is going to win MVP in the NBA, James Harden.
Not if the vote took place after the playoffs.
That's true. It's true. Al Horford, very underrated NBA player, in my opinion.
So far, what we have are dime box or quarter box cards.
These are rough. This is a rough pack to start with. All right. And Thaddeus Young for the Pacers. All right, Bruno, how about you?
Okay, all right. So this
we
is
didn't
where,
get a hit.
If this is your box and that's your first pack, you're going, wow, man, why did I spend $100? Because it wasn't about. First of all, you got a red one, which is a parallel.
It's a parallel.
It's a parallel.
I like air quotes.
It's slightly more than a quarter. It might be 50 cents.
Okay.
Okay. But
and the James Harden's probably $1.
So far, we're not looking at much.
Correct. I thought you were going to use your teeth. That's the other method that people try to do. They start with their teeth and they just bite it.
Open it flat.
Yeah, don't do that, please.
I'm going to warn you guys, if you've ever seen The Great Pumpkin, it's The Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, you're familiar with Charlie Brown going around to get the candy with all the kids, and the kids are like, I got an apple, I got a candy bar, and Charlie Brown's, I got a rock. This is me opening packs.
This is luck.
And you'll be like, oh, look, I got a one-of-one auto of Willie Mays, and it's signed and patched, and it's worth $1 million, and I'll open a pack, and my one-of-one auto will be Ante Zizic. So my favorite thing to say is, I got a rock. So that just be forewarned that nothing good's going to happen here. Zach Collins. Ugh. Terrence Ferguson.
I'll try to polish this turd up by the time he's done. Oh,
Shaquille O'Neal. Now this is the kind of
let's
card
see this
I like.
rock that he just pulled.
This is
I
the
can't
kind
wait.
of card I like. Shaquille O'Neal. That's not bad.
Yeah, look at this rock.
Oh, wait.
Exactly.
Okay, well, we're going to save
he
that for
pulled
last.
a rock.
We're going to save that for last. Now I like this one
More
too.
air quotes.
This is, and I'm going to interject here. These are two cards that have sort of restored my faith in the hobby, Shaquille O'Neal and Hakeem Olajuwon, because the new companies regularly tribute back to the old timers. You will always see Hall of Fame type guys in the sets, which does two things. It educates the younger generation as to the presence, who these guys are, and it kind of sparks some interest in the original cards, which drives people back into the vintage market.
But let me be the Bruno pessimist when it comes to that,
we go.
because they like to oversaturate
They do.
all these players. So they need to scale back a little bit.
But it's
focus more on the modern
shiny.
guys and the rookies. It is shiny.
I disagree.
All right, let's get to your
And then
rock that you pulled.
So far, we're still hitting the quarter, maybe the dollar box, but whoa.
We got ourselves a good card.
I'm going to let you, since this is your product.
So this is a red parallel. Like I keep quoting. I got to stop doing that.
Hi,
Red
he's
parallel.
Andy. He's holding a card.
This guy is probably one of the best rookies this year, Jason Tatum for the Celtics. And this card probably is at least worth $20 to $30.
What?
It is. It's
retail
a nice
or
card.
wholesale?
Retail. We're talking retail.
So when somebody walks into your shop and says, "Hey, I pulled this Tatum, will you buy it from me?" You say, "I'll give you."
But that's not fair.
Then the wholesale price.
I would
be
pay
less
$15 for this card, and I would sell the card for $25.
Let's have it.
Okay.
I think I
This is
opened the
my
pack.
box.
I opened the pack. That's my rock.
my card.
It's my rock. We're ponying
Oh my
up,
goodness,
boss
this is
man.
going to be a 2-hour episode if we
I'm
keep
going to
going
start
at this
opening
rate.
with you, and we'll do two at a time.
All right, so let's open up. We have not got our audit. I'm not going to quote. Not anymore. All right, so I'm going to flip to the good
put gloves
stuff.
on this man.
Here's a fun one. This is a Bruno special right here. Rick Barry. Rick Barry is a good.
Oh, look, I got
you
another rock.
good
Lori
card.
Markkinen.
Lori Markkinen. But Rick Barry, the granny shot free throw, right? That's how I know him. Should I know him for anything
Future
else?
legends. Sometimes they stretch the truth. Future legends, Jamal Murray.
But that's for another episode we can discuss. Jamal Murray has so much upside, and I am a Jamal Murray fan when it comes
You want
to
any of those
prospecting,
autographs I've got of him
investing.
over there
I'm
as
a
a
big
rookie?
investor in Jamal Murray because this is like a stock market
See me
today.
before you leave.
This hobby has become a stock market type atmosphere. Ooh, here's a fun one for you Indiana people. A duel, Reggie Miller and Rick Smits. Those
Get
were
out,
the,
really?
Those
Let
were
me
the
see.
good old days right there.
I'm in. That's a great card.
Those were the good old days.
Too bad
Man,
it's not autographed.
I still remember Smits' fadeaway free throw style shot against the Magic in the playoffs. That was so much fun.
The one when Tree Rollins, who was then an Orlando player coach, said 7 times in the Orlando huddle, "Don't bite on the ball fake." And who bit on the ball fake? Tree Rollins.
Yeah, Tree did.
Went flying by Rick Smits.
Yeah, that was classic.
That's a great card.
Yeah, that's a fun one.
Who's your future
dynamic duos.
Dynamic duo.
These guys were a dynamic duo.
Gotta zoom on that.
Yeah,
that's
true.
a classic right there.
Reggie. We still haven't pulled our autograph yet.
That'll be
Bruno.
$35 at Ball Card Exchange
Can
in
you
Nora sometime soon.
Can you try and pull a rock
Is it my turn?
Yeah, you're up.
Okay, so here's a question. Okay, here's a base card of the best player in the game, LeBron James.
But not of all time.
Normally you'd be excited. I got the best player in the game. It's his base card.
Right.
$3, $5?
It's $3. That's
Okay,
fine.
that's not bad.
But that's a good
So
price for a base card.
that's half your pack right
Base
there.
card, I mean, they're the ones that are most frequently produced, obviously, out of the product. But if you get a superstar like that, you get a $2 or $3 card.
I got to be honest, I don't know who this is.
Oh, yikes. That might be.
It's a red parallel.
You got a true rock.
It's a rookie card.
Yeah, no offense
I got a
to-
rock.
No offense to Abdul Nader out
No
there.
offense, but maybe a little offense. But
yikes.
you're a rock.
Yeah,
oops.
now it's even more of a rock.
Now soon available in the quarter box. at
Episode
Bruno's
number
Shoebox.
16 is going to be about condition
Wow,
of cards,
okay,
so that we
nothing-
keep condition.
Nothing here,
in a
but
good way. But we got a but.
it's an autograph.
Yeah, and
It's
Is it good?
my guys, Frank
Nice.
Ramsey. Most people who open this pack would go, ugh, because they never heard of it. Me, I get
Old
excited
school. Yeah, that's fun.
because it's numbered to 35. If you can
Okay.
zoom in and see that, right above the autograph, it says 10 of 35, which tells you
like
it's
it.
fairly exclusive. But because it's because it's Frank Ramsey, and a Hall of Fame Celtic, that's probably going to carry a fairly decent value to the
that
right
will be
collector.
Bruno's shoebox after today.
No, it won't.
Sure
No,
it will.
I can't afford your prices, man. I deep discount.
This is getting too deep. Okay,
that's why
so
we're
my
doing this.
pack, bunch of rocks again. Nothing good. Still haven't got
unless
my
you like,
autograph.
unless you like Julie, and here's like someone else I've never heard of. Also why do the
You should know
Celtics have
this
these
guy.
people? Why should I know this guy?
We were just talking about your German heritage. He's one of the
I'm
first.
supposed to know all Germans.
He's one of the first German stars.
Do you know everyone that ever went to Notre Dame?
No, but
Okay.
it should be close.
All right.
All right, we still have another autograph with 2 packs left. Mr. Rock over here has pulled the good
Here's
rookie of
another
Jason
one.
Tatum.
Maxi Kleber.
Yeah, that's a rough.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Are we talking about the G League here?
If we had all good.
Well, wait, that's a numbered Jeff Teague.
Yeah, but
It's
Jeff
numbered.
Teague.
It's numbered.
He is an
It's a
Indiana
refractor, number 95 of
Pike High School.
99. Tell them the interesting thing about numbered cards.
The interesting thing
You want
about
number 1.
it? Correct.
If it's a 99, you want number 99.
Correct.
Or you want the guy's jersey number.
Right.
Is there another key trigger number?
Well, no.
Okay.
There's
you want
one,
those
but I
3
can't
things,
talk about
and
it on
those are fun.
television.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. Please open your pack.
But this guy, for example,
You're
you don't
doing
get a
autograph.
0 of 99, unfortunately.
You're doing
I
autograph
am doing autograph.
on average.
This could be one of these on average boxes, and that would not be a good thing for television.
So you got a nice blue Ben Simmons.
I got a nice. This is what we call inserts. All right. This is a Ben Simmons called Indispensable Stars. Well, what do you know?
Keep talking.
Mr. Rock.
Keep
pulled the other
talking.
Autograph.
Keep talking.
Ben Simmons is probably. Let's put him as potentially the next LeBron James if he creates a jump
let's
shot.
not get carried away.
I mean, the hype is there.
He can be a top 5 player in a couple of years.
I
he can
agree.
be a top 5 player. He's definitely.
I'm a
It's
fan.
interesting because last year's basketball product was generally bad because Ben Simmons. There were so many injuries to top picks, and so the product tanked. But
Yeah.
now that Simmons and Embiid and some of these other Jalen Brown's another great example of a guy that nobody gave 2 thoughts about.
Yep.
Now all of a sudden, hey, I need some rookie cards from 16. So the 16 product is being carried back
Yeah.
into the interest world because
and that's something that you, when you come and visit the IndyCar
Bradley
Exchange
Beal,
or
sorry.
Bruno's Shoebox,
Stephen
we will
Adams,
give you
sorry.
those pieces of advice. Buy low, sell high, just like a stock. It's
Local
fun.
interest, Red Courtney Lee. Sorry, Courtney, but you're not worth more than.
Courtney was a Pike as well.
DeMontis Sabonis.
Domas.
He
Best
should-
trade that the Pacers have ever made.
I don't know why
right
they're
there.
worrying about paying, Thaddeus Young when the answer is to start Sabonis
Yeah.
with Miles Turner. That's they need to figure out how to make that work and not worry about this other
They
stuff.
might average a double-double.
All right, here's the rookie
Nice.
card, maybe one of the rookie cards.
It's a good one,
Lonzo
though.
Ball.
Yeah. Put your personal preferences aside.
Well,
That's
he's a
very
nice
good card.
kid.
He
It's
is
his
a good
dad
kid.
that's the problem.
True, but his
But
dad's
then I
so
got-
invasive.
Maybe my luck is changing.
Yeah, you're
Is it-
doing well. This
Although
is
it's
pretty
not.
fun.
It's another classic, though. JoJo White. Another
impressive.
Celtic
2
Hall of
Celtic
Fame
Hall of Fame
legend.
autos. I like
so
it.
if you're watching the show in Boston, he'll be in his shop. They'll be on eBay soon enough. All right, so that's
Fun. That was
Essentials basketball, and let's just say it's what, $130 a box?
$120.
$120 a box.
$120.
We did not
Don't
get a
wanna
big hit.
overprice.
We didn't get a big hit.
fun. No, we got a bunch of
JoJo White's-
secondary decent hits.
JoJo White's number to
And
49.
they all happen to do Celtics. This would be an interesting story too. Like if you had a break with this product.
Which
This
we
is
just
another
did.
big thing in the hobby where a lot of people online are doing these online breaks. Man, I gotta stop the air quotes.
Yeah, you really
I
do.
don't know why I do
You
it.
really, really do.
The Celtics would have been a spot for a person who bought into this box. So let's say there's 30 teams. There is 30 teams in the NBA. Everybody would have paid for one spot.
Teams in the NBA.
There are 30
There are
teams.
30, yeah.
Thank you. You
Yeah.
sound like my wife now.
I
Major.
just like the language. Go ahead.
My grammar.
But I digress.
Yes.
Talk.
So if you would have bought the Celtics, you would have basically hit a home run because your Celtics spot would have cost you $10 or $15 randomized, and you would have had all of these hits literally in your possession from a $120 box, which is probably at least $50 in value sitting right here.
Yeah, just those free cards.
Yeah, so it's
So
a fun bust.
A friend of mine came in Friday and said, it's kind of like gambling. I said, it is, except you always have something.
That's exactly
You never walk away empty. Maybe you're not going to get the home run ball.
Right.
But you're always going to get something out of it. I mean,
Yeah.
even a mediocre break like this one, you're still getting some value.
Yeah, a lot of people would say, if I had to quantify this, what did I get in return? I get
Right.
that question all the time.
Right.
And I'd take these top 5 cards that we pulled, and you would probably say, okay, of your $120 box, you probably got $70 to $75 right here.
And
just
I think
in
that's
5
conservative
cards.
because those are Celtic Hall of Fame autographs that are low numbered.
Right.
You may wind up with $45 to $50 each or
Right.
more.
Exactly. And you try to be
those.
conservative because you don't want to tell people they've
Right.
got $200 in value and then they never come back to your shop because you lied to them.
And don't forget, you got Sabonis.
Sabonis, and we got the
D'Angelo
we got
Russell.
the old Reggie and Rick Smits duel. The
See,
LeBron
put that
James
in the
days.
stack because it may not be high dollar,
No,
but that's key. That's
Every
a
dollar
great card
counts
right
in
there.
that situation. I agree.
right.
So it's a fun open. If you're a hobbyist, I always say look at the fun factor. You're opening a box of cards.
I
There's gotta
had
be
fun. I got both autographs.
You did well. So much for your rocks that you keep pulling. You pulled the 3 best cards in the box. But no,
You're
I tell
welcome.
people factor in 30%, 40%, or whatever, give or take a little bit of your fun factor. You get to open a box of cards. It brings back good memories of opening as a kid. You're doing it for fun, hopefully. This isn't really a hobby that you're trying to always make money on.
Right.
And
remember, investment speculating is kind of what led to the collapse in the 80s and 90s. If you're
true.
collecting
It's
for
true.
just that reason, you're probably never going to be satisfied.
Right.
If you're going for that rush of the huge card, you're going to get it once in a while if you spend enough.
Exactly.
But you need to be collecting what you like. If people ask, what should I buy? What do you like? I like basketball. Okay, well, here's a couple of good basketball products. How much do you want to spend? Not too much. Do you want rookies? Do you want jersey? You kind of have to sort of direct the people towards what you think they like. And that brings me to this. Classics football. I like this a lot. I think this is a really cool product because it's one of those things. It's yours.
Well, and I think that's
it's yours.
what's
So
fun.
it tributes a lot back to the veteran, to the Hall of Fame and legendary players of the past.
Yeah, look who's on the front of the box.
Peyton Manning.
That's right. But it goes back to the fact that
Speaking of rocks, I opened this, and I happened to pull a 1 of 10 case-it on-card rookie card autograph. He doesn't treat his own shop this way.
Yes, I do.
Of Deshaun Watson, which is, I thought, a pretty good hit. So
we got another one of those on averages
1 autograph and 1 memorabilia card.
per box on average. So
Last box
let's
I
go
opened
back
had
to really,
2 of each,
Let's
by
go
the
back
way.
to discussing like the sure thing versus the speculation because I
Okay.
think that's a fun thing to talk about. I would consider myself more of a speculator. I like to invest low, try to hope that the guy turns out to be a star.
But you're a businessman.
Right.
But
you own a business.
As a hobbyist, as the collector, I don't necessarily encourage collectors to necessarily
Right.
base their hobby on speculating. Everybody does that a little bit.
True. No, it's true, but you have to have some fun.
Right.
The fun factor is opening cards. There are people that do both right now in this hobby because they want to know that their money
And this
is
is the
going
most
somewhere.
fun card in that box.
I agree.
This card will, you put those out, this will sell first.
It's the fastest
It's
seller.
like $1, and
Right.
you will sell it first.
I agree.
Because I'm going to
But
buy it from
when you speculate, when you invest, baseball prospecting is huge in this hobby right now. It's probably the #1 thing when it comes to collectors that are trying to make money. They want that next Mike Trout, that next Bryce Harper, that next Chris Bryant.
Ohtani, my friend.
Shohei Ohtani.
Ohtani.
If you buy an Ohtani right now, I think you're out of your mind because they're so overpriced.
No, the market's collapsed. I mean, his base rookie cards, like his Bowman, again, use Bowman as example. When Bowman prices first came out, his rookie card was high book $25.
Right.
It's now high book $8.
$8.
And why? It's not because Ohtani has failed, because he's been very good. He's a truly unique international player
He is.
who has a chance to be maybe one of the most special players, at least unusual players in baseball history. And he's done his part.
Yeah.
But what's happened is overproduction. There was a ton of base rookie cards, and so people just discovered that the value wasn't there.
Well, and hype. Hype sells.
Yeah. So let's start opening some of this stuff
do it.
because this is fun.
Let's open together. Let's see what we get. Yeah, fun. This is a very fun product. It's a reasonably priced product.
Yep.
We retail these for $70 a box.
It's got good card
You've
quality.
got-
They look cool.
You've got 20 packs to open.
Oh, look.
You've got a lot of
Ezekiel
vintage,
Elliott, that's a good start. Kareem
vintage
Hunt.
look.
Oh, and here's another thing they do. If you're a pack searcher, and there are people that do that, they'll like go to the store and dig through and feel the packs. Decide, oh, this one's thicker because that must have something in it, right? Well, the company's now put these dummy cards in there to make you think you're getting the jersey card, but you got a rock.
You got a rock. That's a true rock.
That's a true rock.
They've got your mixture of rookies. We've got a little chrome action of Cortland Sutton, the wide receiver from SMU, mixed in with
Third-round pick,
some
second-round
guy
pick?
that is the rushing leader in all of NFL, Emmitt Smith.
Okay, so again, how can you
fun,
not feel
right?
like you didn't get your money worth when you got Earl Campbell, Calvin Ridley, hot rookie,
Yeah.
Michael Strahan, Dan Marino,
agree.
and Lance Allworth? That's a pack full of Hall of Fame
They're
right
cards that you can display, that you can put away in boxes, and you can still feel like you had fun doing it and didn't break the bank
there.
opening.
Nobody's throwing away those cards.
Samaje Perine. I like
Oh
that
dear,
name.
Joe Flacco. Sorry, but a gold Cam Newton numbered to 99.
That would be another good episode.
What?
Figure out our favorite names of all time from
Roger Staubach, Troy Aikman. I got the Cowboy pack. Great.
the most unique and fun names of all time.
Andy Albert.
Paul Horning, Notre Damer. I'm a huge Irish fan.
God.
If we're
Here we go.
televising up in northern Indiana, go Irish, right?
Do we televise anywhere? Is anybody?
YouTube. Somebody,
Okay.
somebody from
When you
South
say
Bend.
televise, then you can use the air quotes, I think.
I'm done using air quotes.
Okay, good.
Mark it down.
Todd Gurley Chrome.
I am done.
They don't actually call these Chrome, they call these Premium.
It's something. They're not allowed to call it Chrome because that's a Topps thing.
Jordan Thomas, Oklahoma. Maurice Jones-Drew, Tony Gonzalez, Fran Tinkertoy,
Tinker
and
Toy.
Franco Harris.
Oh, I got another Chrome card. Ooh, no rock there.
Saquon
How about
Barkley.
this one?
There you go.
Probably
now
the-
you're talking.
Most hyped running back in the last few years, a Saquon Barkley rookie card, and it's one of those, what do we call it, premium?
Yes. And here's the funny thing about Saquon Barkley.
Actually got some value. I'd say this
This
is
is
probably
the-
a $15 card.
This is the draft of quarterbacks, right? Everybody's saying, oh, all these quarterbacks, yada, yada, yada. That's the most sought after. Saquon Barkley is easily
Yeah.
the most sought after card. I've got this book of rookie draft picks here, and I've had in the last 2 weeks 4 people from Cleveland come in the shop, and they come over here and they go, oh, Baker Mayfield. I was like, that's really not the reaction I was hoping to
the
get
number
from
one pick.
Cleveland people. I said, I got LeBron James over here. Oh, they're going to get swept. Okay, never mind.
It'll be interesting because this year, the National Convention for Sports Cards. Did you get a good hit? This guy, I tell you what, The Rock.
Aaron Rodgers,
Nice.
Jordy Nelson, dual jersey.
That is awesome.
See, that's a cool hit.
another
That's
great fun hit out of a very reasonably priced hobby box.
I think what we're learning here is if you want to get the good hits, come to the shoebox.
Come to the shoebox.
Yeah, that's
the hot
what
shop.
That's what I'm hearing. Nothing. Well, oh wait, here's another. Again,
I got a pack of
Here's a
rocks.
guy who's really come back to life in part because of the tributing done by the companies. Joe Namath. I mean, all of a sudden, like Namath has become even much more the mantle of football.
Yeah, he signs a lot. That's the other part of the hobby that needs to slow down is these Hall of Famers that are legends in the game.
I don't
They need to slow
take
down
the money
their
if they're
signatures. Ah, we got a rock.
Another dummy card. A dummy for look, a Tom Brady sticker.
That's cool. It's kind of fun. Unique.
Don't ever throw this kind of stuff away, by the way, because it's oddball, and oddball is sometimes exceptional.
Yeah.
Sometimes not, but
Could
sometimes
be the
it
next
is.
Tom Brady right here, Carson Wentz.
Oh, let's not get carried
A lot of people like him.
Yeah. Brett Favre.
Favre? That Favre guy. All right, 2 more packs. No, 4 more packs, excuse me.
So have you gotten any hits yet?
No,
Yeah.
you've gotten everything. Mr. Rock.
I got a rock.
Hopefully I get an autograph or something.
Ooh, man.
You probably got the
Nothing
autograph.
here.
Let's see if we can pronounce this name.
I'm not even going to bother.
Lotulele. Is that right?
Lotulele. Yeah.
Lotulele.
Yeah, he was.
I like that name.
He was a fairly prominent pick. Andy,
He's
did
a-
you
he's a
watch
big
the
guy.
NFL draft?
NFL is not at the top
You
of my
should probably
list.
pay attention to
Oh,
this.
look at you. Look at you.
Auto.
I give up.
Sadly, it's Akram Wadley of Iowa.
But listen to this, folks.
I mean,
We
it's not
opened
a, it's not
2
a great
boxes,
auto. But,
4
you know,
hits,
it's an auto.
and guess who pulled off 4 hits? Mr. Rock.
Charlie Brown. It's about time Charlie
We
Brown got some
busted that
candy.
myth pretty quickly,
It's
didn't we?
about time Charlie Brown got some candy. By the way, when I tell my friend here, my friend, about about the Deshaun Watson hit. I posted, he goes, so did you pull that from a pack? I said, yes, Charlie Brown finally got some candy. He goes, what does that mean? Come on, Andy. I thought you
I was
knew
only
me.
21.
Oh, by the way, it's the shoebox, so it's just, don't worry about it.
We'll clean up later.
So there you have it, the first episode of the Andy and Bruno show, and we're going to close. We're going to close. We're not just going to talk about new product. We're not just going to bust boxes and show you autographs and jerseys and shiny stuff. We're also going to show you some of the old stuff that really has supported the hobby and kept the entire industry going, even through the hard times. And Andy is trying to put me out of business by getting better vintage cards than I have. So thank you. Thank you for that.
I prefer to call this a partnership.
Yeah, okay, all right.
But no, I've owned the shop for over 6 years. When I first bought the shop, vintage cards were not on my radar. And I absolutely love the vintage card market. So I've evolved into enjoying and appreciating and collecting as well, buying, selling, trading vintage cards.
And I'm completely the opposite. I only wanted vintage cards when I got into it, and I've been forced to evolve into this new shiny stuff.
But it's fun.
It is fun.
And this is fun. I think
there's really no feeling quite like opening the pack
Right.
and seeing that upside down card. It's like the greatest thrill I've had in my history of opening packs was it Select Football?
Okay.
And I'm opening the pack, and there's a prism of Matt Breida, the rookie prism of Matt Breida. I'm from Georgia. I went to Georgia Southern. I helped start the program there, and Matt Breida was a rookie from Georgia Southern. That's fantastic. 2 cards later, face down card, Matt Breida's name on the back. I turn it over, number 1 of 5 Superfractor auto of Matt Breida. I might be one of about 10 people in the country that would wet themselves at the opening of that particular card. But that's the thrill of the hobby. It doesn't matter what somebody else thinks of the card. If you like it, that's all that matters.
That's exactly right. Okay, so
and you know where that card sits right now?
Where, the Matt Breida?
Yeah.
Hopefully in your special case
It sits inside my Hall of Fame cup.
Yes.
That was provided by Mr. Greg Rakestraw.
Mr. Rakestraw.
So anyway, back to I digressed again. I digress a lot.
He's a digressor.
I am a digressor.
He's a tangenter.
I'm a very digressive person.
You like the tangent.
Just talk.
All right, so this is something recent that I acquired in a collection. And these are, you guys will see some B-roll of these. These are original 1953 tops. Mickey Mantle, Willie Mays. 2 of the best cards in the entire set. These cards, if you look at them, I mean, a collector's going to look at the front of these and literally drool on the card because the condition is so nice.
You're going to wet yourself.
You're going to wet yourself.
You look at the front of that Mantle card, and you're going to need an adult diaper.
I think I wet myself when I first saw these, and I also moaned and almost shed a tear. And I'll show you why I almost shed a tear.
I just stopped at wet myself.
Well,
I'm a
crier.
You might have gone with the moaning. That's a little creepy. Anyway.
You're B, I'm A, but I'm type B and you're type A. So we're kind of opposites.
You're digressing.
I'm digressing. So the front of these cards, I mean, literally these guys are like excellent mint to near mint type condition.
So value, based on the front of the cards, what would the value be?
So if we were selling this card and we were only basing it on the front, this card would literally be a $5,000 Mickey Mantle card because it's 1953. It's very young Mickey Mantle, early years tops. This card here for Willie Mays, we're talking $3,000. So a combined value of $8,000. I can do my math. But then the person who collected these cards as a child decided that I love these cards so much that I'm going to glue them to my scrapbook. And then we are going to have cards that are valued at maybe 10% of their original nice near mint condition.
So what Andy has on the PSA grading scale or the SGC grading scale, which I prefer, of 1 to 10, these went from being 5s or 6s to 1s. Now, regardless. Now, the most beautiful ones you'll ever see.
They are.
But they're 1s.
They will still sell. They have value.
Grab my 52 Bowman Mantle out of there. It's a very similar. Oh no, the case is like. Never mind. I got to keep you. I'm trying to keep him out of my case.
Security first.
I have a 52 Bowman Mantle that I saw the front and I went, wow, this is a magnificently wonderful card, and I flipped it over, and it had not been glued to a scrapbook. It had been taped to a scrapbook. So it went from, that was about a $1,000 piece of tape, maybe a $2,000 piece of tape.
So let's just recommend everyone that you pull a nice big hit like an Aaron Rodgers, Jordy Nelson.
Don't glue it into a scrapbook.
Please don't glue it.
Immediately buy some top loaders and penny sleeves.
Condition. That's all I can drive home. Please.
If you want to resell it.
You don't have to worry about condition of these though.
Thanks a lot. Clean up crew. Hopefully we'll have the shop cleaned up for the next edition, which is not even going to be here. I get to trash Andy's shop down in Nora for the next edition of the Andy and Bruno Show. Thanks for watching, and we'll be back, I don't know, soon?
Sometime.
Ish?
Yeah. Hopefully, if we're allowed. Yeah, ish.